And is this the end of your term or second term? What term is it?
This is if I get reelected, it'd be my fifth term.
Okay, thank you. And my next question is, for everyone, is like, why did you decide to run? Or in your case, why did you decide to run for reelection?
The reason I'm running for reelection is there's still a lot of projects that I want to complete that I started with. One of the things is that I want to be sure that the streets that we are maintaining right now as a Caliche Road, we would like to pave them. And one of the things is I want to be sure that all the projects the bigger roads that we're fixing, like Paw and Apple, to be completed, and looking in the future for possibility to have more. There are some areas in my precinct that we don't have water provided to them.
And this kind of does relate to that question. So what are your plans if elected, or what will you continue to work on, or the new things that you plan to work on?
One of the things I might keep on working on right now, my people are complaining, a lot of people are in my Ector County, right now there's a possibility we might be shutting the cemetery, which I don't want that to happen. We are very lucky that we do have land close to the cemetery. We don't have to leave completely. One of the things is I want to be sure that by this time we have more economic development. I'm fighting for that more. And with the money that the government has given us, like the $16 million at this moment, we're trying to possibility work. I want to be sure that we can build a new health department and possibility help the volunteer fire department south of Odessa, and possibility to have two of them. Because South Odessa is growing and the west side is growing big.
And again, this question does probably relate to that. What issues do you want to fix or maybe improve if elected?
One of the things is we do need to do a double check on the courthouse. The courthouse is in a bad condition. We need to just double check and see what we need to do and work with that. One of the things is that want to be sure that we do have a lot of opportunity for people to come up and I always have it. I have open policy. Anybody can contact me and talk to me anytime they want. And the good thing about it being bilingual, very good, that I can help both ways, both languages. That way, there's no barrier for them to decide they can speak to me whatsoever, because I do speak both languages.
And this is a question asking like to the new candidates, but in your case, it also applies. How do you see yourself working with other commissioners in the court, or how have you worked with commissioners in the court?
I have been working very well with all the court, before the ones the present and the past. I've been working with them completely. We may not agree with a lot of stuff, but at least we open and we discuss, and that's it. But the thing is, we both all four commissioners and county judge are we looking for the better of Ector County.
And what sets you apart?
One of the things of the part is I've been a kid in high school. I've been involved in politics, and I've been involved for the better of the community and everything else. Since I started, when I was 18 years old, I started voting since then, and I have been voting all the time as a Democrat. For long years, I've been voting only Democrat all the way through. And the thing is, I've been working to improve the community as much as possible. And I will keep on doing that for the rest of my life. Being a native from Odessa, I want to have a better environment for the future for the people to come.
What's one of the biggest accomplishments, or one of the things that you're proud of in your time in the court?
One of the things is that I have done for election day, I had to work a lot to be sure that we would have election day that people could vote in anywhere on election day. Before, they had to go vote in their own precinct, which that was a little bit harder for people that were working the north side and had to go all the way to Pleasant Farm and everything. It took me a long time to get it, but I did accomplish it. One of the things is about court enforcement environment. We started with one officer. Now we have 5 officers, and it keep on growing. It's one of the projects. When I got in, it's the first thing I started doing, working with that. One other thing is another thing that I started working with, because we were accepting too many Caliche roads. We said we not should be receiving Caliche road because it's hard to maintain them. Now we passed the rule, if people want to develop, if they don't want to pave the street, they could have it as a private road, which the county took away this responsibility to pave the street. And one of our projects that I want to be sure that we do accomplish is to pave all the roads that we are maintaining that we accepted as Caliche roads. And one of the things that we did have, and I'm glad that we do have, is the sales tax. Sales tax has helped a lot to recruit good people for the sheriff and the road and bridge and everything else. And that way it is helping out to lower down the property taxes.
And this is the final question. Just Anything else you would like to add, or anything that I didn't mention? Just kind of like.
One of the things is that I find out that a lot of people don't, they like it's just the primary election, and people don't know what party, or they don't know the details. But the best thing is to do, if they live in my precinct, precinct 4, I would really appreciate them to take the time and ask for the ballot, the Democrat ballot. That's where my name is at, and I would appreciate their vote, and I appreciate them. And personally, I do appreciate if people do go out and vote. Doesn't matter if they don't vote for me or against me, but the important thing is they gotta go out and vote. It's like they say, your vote is your voice.